Hi everyone, and welcome back to another quick and dirty tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to make your own embossing folders. I know that you can buy kits online, but sometimes I don't have the money or the time, or I want something fast, so let me show you how I can do this really quick. I start out by getting this envelope. You can get these, FedEx has them, maybe you've gotten some in the mail and you just have them set aside. This is a good way to recycle these. So what I did was I started out by using my cutter and I cut the edges off, and I have to make sure that this fits in my Xyron, so make sure whatever size you cut widthwise that it's going to go in there. And then once I did that, I went ahead and saved one piece because I need that to be my folder, my embossing folder, and the other one I just broke apart, and I'm going to cut my design out actually from this. So I'm going to set this aside for the moment and then get my Cricut mat, or any mat. Make sure it's sticky because that is important. And I'm going to lay it out. You can see this one's been really well used. And press it down well. And then just to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and put tape on the edges and then take it to my machine to cut. So let's go over there. Okay, here on my Klic-N-Kut screen I've already designed a simple shape, and I'm going to go ahead and take that over here to my machine, and I'm going to cut that out. So let me send that over to it. So hold on a second. Okay, so I've set up the machine. I've already test cut a piece of that material, so I know what I'm going to use. I've got right now in there the thick materials blade. I have it set around 280 with a speed of 100. So I'm going to go ahead and just click cut and let it do its thing. So let's see. So there it is cut out, and we're going to go back to the other room and finish this up. Okay, so we're back now. What we're going to do is I'm going to remove this material from the, oops, yep, that's okay, from my mat. And here's what I cut out. Here's the frame. And there's the square pieces that go in between. So we're going to pop out all the squares, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run this through the Xyron, because this is the beginning of creating your folder. Sorry about reaching across. So what's going to happen is when you open this here, we're going to glue this here, we're going to Xyron it, and then your squares are going to be the other side, so that when you run it through the machine, the pasta machine, you're going to be able to get your embossing. So I'm going to take a second. For those of you who have not ever used the Xyron, it's pretty easy. This is my 500 Creative Sticker one. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in and pull this little handle here, turn it, and you'll see that on the back side it's coming out. It's now become a sticker. So now there's adhesive on the back of this, which is what I'm going to put inside there. So let me do that real quick. Sorry, a little messy. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that here, like so. And then what you need to do is you're going to need to get the squares into here. So since they're face down, I try to keep them in the same place, but they're just regular squares, so they're going to fit in this. But as you do your own design, say stars, is going to be a little more important. But this time when I run these through the machine, I'm going to flip this over because you want the opposite side to be sticky. So let me run those through and I'll be right back and then show you the next tip. Okay, so I've been slowly going through this whole thing, and here's my last one. So as you see, I pull it off, and when I go to put it onto here, I don't put sticky side down because I want the sticky side up, because that's what's going to go on this side. So I just fit it back into the place, and now hopefully this is going to work. So I'm going to close this up because it's got the exact same fold, and I'm going to press that down. Let's see what happens. When I open it, there you go. There you are. So you want to press these down in place and make sure there's no sticky inside. So now when this folds into here, it fits perfectly inside the area here, and that's what's going to press in. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and lay a piece of cardstock over this. And you know what? Before I do that, sorry. I'm going to go ahead. I don't need all of this extra room up here, all this extra space. So I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and cut straight across because that is kind of gangly there. Now I'm going to open this. Lay my cardstock. You can either put it here or here. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to lay it there. And then I'm going to close this. Now if you have like a Cuttlebug machine, you can use that. I don't, so I've got this pasta machine here that I use for polymer clay, but this works great here. So I'm going to go ahead and let me put it here on the edge of the table, and I'm going to run this through like so. It just needs enough pressure. And when I open it and pull out the paper, can you see there's the embossing there? If I had put that in and maybe close the pressure more so it pushes more, you would probably get a little more. But I think you can see it there. You can see the little lines coming through. And you can play with it. If you use a folder that maybe is a little bit thicker, just be aware that you need it to get through your Xyron machine, whatever you do. But look, I think that's really cute, and it really didn't cost me anything. And I'm going to work on it and try again. I think that it just needs a little more pressure. Well, let me see what happens if we do that. Hold on. Okay, so I brought in my blades a little bit tighter, so let's see if that helps it. Yeah, it's a little harder to come through, so let me put it down here. Probably get a better outcome. See what happened now. Oh, absolutely. That's all that it needed. Now you can definitely see it. See, I lined it up a little bit and came back. I think that's hot. So it works really well with kind of like simple shapes. You need to play with it and see what you can come up with, but if you don't have those embossing folders, that at least is a pretty cool way to do your own embossing with your Klic-N-Kut and a pasta machine. See ya. Bye.